Credit Union, another gorgeous day here at LMU, although it's a bit chilly now, and Braden Fiske has been that sweaty shirt for too long. The Rams sack leader from his debut season. In fact, he led all rookies with 8.5 sacks, and then another 1.5 in the postseason, if I remember correctly.
That's correct.
All right, we're counting them all. Good to see you, buddy. DeMarco Farr, JB
Yes,
Long, and you happen to be joining us on the day that Aaron Donald joined us at training camp.
What a coincidence.
Did you get to see him, get to chat?
Yeah, we talked a little bit on the defensive practice field, and after I finished my team rest, chatted up for a little bit. You know, it's always good to see the GOAT out here supporting the guys. But yeah,
you got to try to do the workout thing like Jared. Get in there with him.
I'm gonna wait till the offseason for that one. That's not an in-season mission. I saw the repercussions from Jared. I saw his 2-day absence from the building after he did that workout, so I'll wait on that one.
But anything, I mean, any knowledge that drips off that guy, I'm sure you're gonna want to soak it up.
Yeah, no, you know it, 100%.
How are you feeling physically?
Feeling good. You know, it was a long off season. You know, we were trying to get the knees right, and you know, I've said it before. You know, we were ahead of schedule going into OTAs, where you know I was able to get out there and do some team reps during OTAs. You know, I was limited, did a few each day, but you know that was a stepping stone that I needed to reach before I got out here to training camp. And you know, we're still making strides. You know, I'm feeling great right now, but you know, I'm not to where I want to be yet, and I know I'll be there by the time season comes. So it's gonna be good.
Can you do everything that you want to do out on the football field? Everything that your mind tells you? Is your body responding?
Yeah, body's responding. Body's getting out there. I mean, I'm feeling good, but I know I can take it to another level, and you know, we're slowly getting there.
Yeah, what's comfortable wearing other people's blood? Look at that. See?
Look at that.
Just another day at the office.
Right.
Yeah.
What's this I heard you say about maybe adding some weight or doing some things nutritionally?
Yeah, you know, that was a big part of my off season. You know, looking back at last season, you know, where I really needed to, you know, shore up was my body. You know, taking care of my body, especially just health-wise, but, you know, adding some good weight. Adding, you know, taking down the body fat by adding up the muscle, and, you know, that's something that we focused on, you know, working with our dietitian, Seb, and, you know, hiring the right people to help me in over the meal planning and stuff. And, yeah, I'm floating around like 292, 293, sometimes above that. Last season I played under 290, so that, you know, I feel it when I'm out there on the field taking on those double teams or, you know, playing in base. I feel so much better, more comfortable, more confident, so it's been a big jump.
You're bigger, you're heavier now, but you look leaner.
Yeah, that's the best part about it, yeah. No, for sure.
Is it weird? I mean, I know when he mentions your sacks, the 8.5 sacks and 1.5 in the postseason, you kind of like, is it like you feel weird when you outproduce veteran other people on your football team?
Maybe not weird, but I feel that way because I felt like I left so much out there. You know, there was a lot. I mean, if you look through week 1 through 5, the amount that, you know, I'm on the ground when I could have had that sack, or, you know, like there's just plays that I could have made out there when, you know, that sack total could have been 8.5, could have been, you know, 12.5, 13.5, really realistically if I would have made those plays. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20. That's why we got the offseason to work on that stuff. And, you know, I think that's a big reason why, you know, throughout the season our rush group really came together, because we realized how much we were leaving on the table because of how we weren't rushing together.
Yeah.
And, you know, when we shored that up, I mean, that's when the sack total started to come for all of us, and we started opening up opportunities for, you know, each one of us to make our plays. But, you know, this season, I mean, you used to see us in our meetings. We feel so much better. You know, just as a unit, we're all talking the same language. When we're out on the field, we're all talking the same stuff. You know, we know where our ops are, and you know, I love this group, man. We got a solid group out there.
You didn't leave 10 out there like Jared said he did, though, right? Not that many.
I'm not gonna. That 10's a stretch, but whatever.
What do you think is
right?
What do you think is a good number for the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, though? What do you think he's capable of in 25, Jared?
He's for sure a 10-plus guy.
Okay.
I mean, come on, he's got to be. I think, you know, I think he's probably right. You know, there's a lot of ops left out there. I think from all of us across the board that we could have, you know, produced to have sacks out there. I mean, that's game record stuff when you can finish those plays. And you know, I think that's where this defense and our defensive line is going to take that next step, is being able to finish those plays, especially on some of our transition rush on first and second down.
You know who I'm intrigued by right now?
Who's that?
Poona Ford.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
you got to throw Tyler Davis in that mix, too.
Tyler Davis,
yeah,
too. But just watching Poona in one-on-ones today, out on the 3, you don't get to see that. The dude's got some wiggle. Yeah, very twitchy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you see it in the run game, too. I mean, the way he defeats that double team, man, that's artistic. The way he gets down on that knee and is able to hold that double team, and those guys don't move an inch. And, you know, I think, you know, what he brings to our defense is tremendous. I mean, like I've said it before, I think that missing piece of, you know, what we really needed in the center of that defense to allow, you know, me, Kobe, to kind of flex out in those in our base looks. And then even TD, I mean, TD's been awesome as well. I mean, just the way he knows his defense, the way he, you know, demands control of when we're out there in our stuff. And, you know, both of them combined, I mean, awesome players, and it's only going to make us better as we go.
Say more about Tyler, because year 2 means a lot for football players, especially at that position.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like his contributions grew as last year progressed, but maybe flew under the radar.
Tyler Davis was our unsung hero of our defensive line last year, just based off of his contributions in the run game. I mean, I think that was obviously, we lacked early on in the season in there, and, he was able to step up a lot of times and play that nose tackle in our base stuff, which is a tough position because, you're getting guys set. You're calling the front. I mean, you're taking on some hard double teams, some scoops, and, some reach blocks in there in that middle of the defense. And, he held it down, and he's only gotten better. I mean, his control of, how he gets his footwork or feet in the ground and gets his hands on guys. I mean, man, he's taking a whole nother step, and, he's taking it to another level. So I'm excited to see, where he's getting to.
What about if I flip it around and you're looking at this offense, this Rams offense? Yeah. Now it's Puka, now it's Devontae. You got Kyron back there.
Yeah.
What's that looking like?
Versatile. Yeah. I mean, super versatile. I mean, and just what they're able to do at the tight end position as well. I mean, you got Higbee, you got, Davis Allen, you got Ferg now. I mean, just what they're able to do in some of those big personnels as well. I mean, talking about our transition rush, I mean, that's tough, trying to convert on first and second down when you don't know whether you're going to get run or pass in some of their looks. So, I mean, they're just able to do so many different things, especially with their motions, and you're just throwing guys off with, their abilities with just the versatility like I talked about, spreading out Puka and, Tay. Then you still got Tutu to worry about. I mean, they got a lot of weapons over there, so I'm excited to see, what they're able to do.
Tell us about the first annual Fiske Family Fun Day. Did I get all that right?
First annual Braden Fiske Family Fun Day. It was an awesome day. Total credit to the team, Grady Sports that I work with. I mean, they're my agency, and Michigan City as well. Special events. They helped put this all together, and it was a group effort. We wanted to do something for Michigan City, and it kind of escalated from a back to school day to a camp to how do we combine all that to create like a family environment. And soon, as things started going, we got food trucks. We had bounce houses. We had a dunk tank. We had raffles going on. I mean, it turned out to be an unbelievable day. We had a few thousand people that showed up, and I mean, we gave away about 500 backpacks, school supplies, and we were able to donate about $3,000 from the raffle back to the high school athletic department. So it was awesome, man. It turned out to be a great day, and we're just trying to make that an annual event and build on that. And,
how come we didn't cover it?
How come we didn't go down there and cover it? You might have won some Rams fans away from maybe the Lions or the Bears, or who do you root for in that area? Probably.
I did grow up a Colts fan.
Colts,
I grew up in that Peyton Manning era, Dwight Freeney, Robert Mathis.
Yeah. Well, seriously speaking, okay, moving on into the season, and you're going to be called upon to do what you did last year. Like, it was fun to see you. It was great. It came out of nowhere. Now they're expecting more of that from you, more of the defense as well.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that challenge coming into this year as a defensive unit?
That's an expectation for myself as well. I mean, I know how much I grew from last season to this season and just from the offseason. And I think as a unit, we know how good we can be, especially up front. I mean, how young we are and how much we developed from, just the experiences from year one. Because we fielded more times than not probably 8 to 11 guys in year one, year two, year three, like really young defense. So be able to take that next step. And for me personally, the strides that I made from probably week 1 to week 7, from week 7 to week 17, I feel so much better and more confident as a player. And, in this offseason, like I talked about, get my body right, like I just feel so much better and confident on the field. So I'm ready to take that next step. I want that pressure. I want them to hand me the envelope, hey, we need you to get this done, because that's what this is about. And I think every other guy in that defense has that same chip on their shoulder of, hey, put it on me if that's what it comes down to, and we're gonna go out there and make some plays. That we're hungry. The guys that we had with Poona, lineman, I think we brought some guys in that they're all about the same thing. When we break that huddle, we mean business. So I'm excited, where we're gonna take this thing.
You sticking with the kick, Selly?
People are telling me to switch it up, but I like the kick Selly.
I think it's a signature move.
Yeah, right? I like the kick Selly. I don't know if you guys have any opinions or if you think I need to change it up.
But you can do whatever you want if you get a sack.
That's right, yeah.
Whatever you want.
I'm really digging 8s. I've been a fan of that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Here's to many more.
Yes,
have a great season. Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, sir.
They call him the Kingpin. He's a social media guru now, stepping up his social game.
Hey,
We've noticed.
Shout out my manager, Nicole.
There you go. For Braden Fiske, DeMarco Farr, I'm JB Long. One more coming your way tomorrow inside Rams camp with the head coach, Sean McVay.